Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Dr. Sadia Rafi, and under the supervision of Professor Dr. Saira Afzal, today my topic of presentation is leadership role and leadership development. Learning outlines include the introduction to leadership, leadership role, leadership development, differences between leadership and management roles, recent updates, and multiple choice questions. Learning outcome. At the end of this presentation, participants would be able to describe leadership, its role, development, and differences between leadership and management roles. Leadership basically revolves around the support, motivation, goals, success, contribution, and teamwork. So what is leadership? Leadership has been defined as the process by which an individual determines direction, influences a group, and directs the group towards a specific goal or mission. Leadership role. Leadership role is one where you are responsible to manage a situation, a team, or an entire organization ethically and effectively. Leaders have the skill to influence and guide their team in a shared strategy. They are also responsible for building and maintaining employees' morale, helping employees reach their full potential, and inspiring employees' loyalty. As a coach, leaders have different role. First is as a coach. In a coaching role, leaders can provide the support to employees may need to succeed in their roles. A coach leader gives their employees the opportunities to showcase their work and skills. A coach meets with individual team members to give feedback and constructive criticism, and they guide employees through obstacles and celebrate their victories. Networker. A leader should be able to connect with people both outside and within the organization. It will help strengthen the relationship with the colleagues, different teams, suppliers, and customers of the organization, helping the business to grow. To be a successful networker, leaders can attend seminars, corporate events, and conferences to get access to different people, resources, and information. Communicator. It is important that as a leader to be a good communicator. Leaders may need to communicate with different people in a way that motivates and inspires them. Leaders should be good at both verbal and written communication. Delegator. First of all, the process of delegation is to choose appropriate task, then appropriate person, set clear objectives and plans, implement, monitor, evaluate, and review. So a delegator is a person who assigns tasks or asks others to take one more responsibility, often based on business needs. To be an effective leader, one must be able to determine their team members' unique strengths and delegate responsibilities according for improved productivity. Leaders also delegate additional responsibility to employees to give them opportunities to learn new skills and prove themselves. Strategist. Leaders should be able to strategize ways to tackle a project or help the company succeed. As a strategist, leader determine the overarching goals of the team and develop the best processes to reach those goals and also share the vision with their team. Role model. A role model is one who inspires others by setting examples of their values, personality, or actions. A leader of a team or an organization should conduct themselves as they expect employees to behave in the workplace, from adhering to corporate policy to interacting with customers, colleagues, and clients. Motivator. As a leader, one should know how to encourage their team, inspire them to action, and help them realize their potential. When a leader can serve as a mentor to the team, it encourages employees to work hard, produce better work, and strive for greater responsibility in the workplace. Adapter. Leader must be flexible. Even if in a planned schedule, there is always the potential for the unexpected to take place, and leader must be able to adapt as needed. When a leader is adaptable, it also sets the tones for the rest of the group to be flexible and change course as needed. Trainer. Training new or existing employee is very important for the organization. As a trainer, leader may need to make employees understand the importance of learning new skills, help them understand new procedures of the department, or train team members with tips to increase their productivity. Innovator. A good leader always tries to find out ways to improve the existing process of work and bring value to the business. They also encourage other employees of the company to bring new ideas and discuss with them to work on the best one. Leaders understand that pleasant change is good for the growth of the organization, encourages employees to come out of their comfort zones and help them grow as well. So these are the few leadership roles, which includes as a navigator, strategist, entrepreneur, change agent, motivator, and captivator. Functions of leadership. First function is setting goals. A leader's most important function is to set goals for team members to encourage them to work confidently and enthusiastically. They also then make strategies to achieve these goals. The motive is to create a roadmap for the team members to how to direct them on the right path and help them achieve the set goals. Organizing. Our leader's most important function is to organize the group of people into a task which they can perform effectively. They should know how to assign the roles to the individuals as per their ability to bring out the best from them. Thus, this function is vital to increase the team's and individuals' productivity. Take initiatives. One of the most important functions of the leaders to take initiatives in the team's interest or the organization. Leaders should be confident to share their new ideas and also encourage others to do the same. They should also ensure that each individual in the group feels comfortable sharing their innovative ideas with them. Fourth, cooperation among employees. Leaders have to work to align the interests of the individuals with the organization. Our leaders' approach plays a vital role in doing the same. They have to ensure the individuals of the group voluntarily cooperate to work towards the common objectives. Motivation and direction. Motivating and showing the right direction to the team or the individual is a primary function of the leader. They need to motivate the team members to work together towards achieving their goals and guide them when they face difficulties during working in that direction. They also constantly encourage them by appraising their work and supporting them when required. Liaison between workers and management. A leader plays a very important role in acting as a link between workers and the management. They explain the policies and rules created by management to the team members and help them understand how these policies will be beneficial for them. Policy making. Policy making is a very important function of a leader for the smooth functioning of the work. By creating policies, leader also advise the mechanism to be followed by all team members to work together the organization's goal. Summary. So the functions of leadership are defined the task, planning, briefing, controlling, evaluating, motivating, and organizing. So these are all the functions of leadership. Leadership qualities. A few leadership qualities are mentioned over here, which includes the honesty, efficient communication, knowledge, consistency, visionary outlook, selflessness, courage, and the willpower. Or again, in the second page, these are the almost same. The leader should be inspirational, honest, highly committed, passionate, reflective, decisive, creative, problem solver, or supportive. In addition to these, all these qualities, a leader should be a good listener. As a leader, one should have good listening skills. Leaders should be able to understand the issue of team members and try to resolve them. Be disciplined. Team members may consider you as a role model that you should lead by example. Always try to be on time and well prepared in your meetings. Meet project deadlines. Always communicate well with your subordinates. Stay alert of potential issues. As a leader, one should be aware of what is happening around in the workplace. It will help to identify potential issues that may arise, like employee conflicts, low productivity of employees. Being aware will help to act timely and proactively provide solutions. Give and receive feedback. As a leader, being receptive to team feedback is just as important as giving feedback. Ask your team members how you can improve as a leader and how you can help them more in order for them to succeed. So, as a leadership includes the conflict management, supporting development culture, listening and supporting, empowering the team, motivating, managing change effectively, delegating and coaching and mentoring. What are the barriers to leadership? Work situations that lead to fatigue and burnout, multiple challenges in the workplace, tension from multiple sources, organizational structure and cultural, organizational change efforts, and personal issues. Now, moving towards the leadership development. What is leadership development? Leadership development is a process which helps expand the capacity of individuals to perform in leadership roles within organization. Leadership roles are those that facilitate execution of an organization strategy through building alignment, winning mindshare, and growing the capabilities of others. The key strategies, leadership development plan, which includes the self-paced micro-learning. Second is the leadership mentoring. Then one of the important thing is job rotation and job shadowing to have the exposure of different experiences of the job. Then the professional certification and the professional development course to enhance your academia and to increase your developmental uh, eligibility and criteria. It makes a great impact for the leadership development. Then the 5 characteristics of a successful leadership development strategy. First is a blended delivery approach. Second, broad and sustained support. Third is a focus on workplace reality. Fourth is interaction and engagement. And fifth is use of tools and assessment. 6 key elements of leadership development framework. This development framework revolves around the, first of all, to develop teams, then develop positive culture at your workplace, then mission focus, live the ethos and values, think smart and influence others. So this framework revolves around all these 6 key elements. Leadership development through scale. If we see the hierarchy for the leadership development, so it starts with the first you have to lead yourself. Then when you are groomed enough and you have made yourself capable enough to lead yourself and work on yourself, then you lead a team. Then leading a large team comes and leading an organization, and on the top it's the leading the company. 4 E's of leadership development, which are education, experience, exposure, and evaluation. Education involves the goal setting, feedbacks, development, coaching, understanding people and teams, products, services, operations, business, financial, and industry knowledge. It's the education. Then there comes the experience, which is the various functional roles and technical skills, projects, initiatives, and program leadership, leading teams and managers of team, leading a business, growth, etc. Then comes exposure, mentors, coaches, and advisors, senior executives, global roles, international assignments, customers, partners, ecosystem, growth, recession, turnaround. Then comes the evaluation, which is direct feedback on personal style, traits, strengths, and weaknesses, self-reflection and self-improvement, ideas, striving to improve and self-correct, internal growth, constant striving to be better. So these all leadership developments revolves around all these things. 7 principles of leadership development includes a skilled knowledge, selection for leadership, leaders and mentors, education of leadership, strategy for leadership development, integrate executive leadership coaching, and then the chance to lead. Importance of leadership development revolves on first to empower people, inspire people. Then they should have a shared vision, and when all the people have shared vision, it leads to change, and the leadership rounds about all these things. Leadership development phases. The first is emerging leader. It is from moving from technical individual contributor to leader. Managing versus leading, managing meetings effectively, clarify roles and responsibility, building formal and informal networks, managing day-to-day while considering the future. Then it is the developing leader, which is focusing power and influence, creating greater companies, wide exposure, leading by example, leveraging person insight, creating alignments behind strategies, and managing priorities. And the strategic leader, obtaining and sustaining business results, isolation, inadequate feedback, work-life balance, manage succession planning. So from emerging leading, then developing leader, and then strategic leader. Leadership development. So first, it is individual, team, and then organization. First, to discover what core leadership skills are needed to be successful, assess current leader skills, then the design, define leadership development activities and programs to obtain skills needed, and then deliver. Did you build the skills and competence needed? How do you know? And then develop, continue to apply leadership skills, exhibit leadership competency, and uphold the leadership culture. WHO Leadership Development Initiative in 1985 Health for All initiative was taken and it was recognized that leadership is vital to achieve health for all by primary healthcare approach. The WHO framework for approaching leadership and management strengthening in health. It is overall action to strengthen health system. Leadership and management strengthening frameworks which revolves around adequate number of managers, appropriate competencies and functional support system and enabling working environment. Improved health services and sector goals like MDGs and now SDGs. Healthcare leadership model are 9 dimensions for leadership behavior. The healthcare leadership model is to help those who work in health and care to become better leaders. It describes the things you can see leaders doing at work and is organized in a way that helps anyone to see how they can develop as a leader. So you can see it's leading with care, sharing the way and evaluating information, connecting our services, then engaging the team, influencing for research, inspire shared purpose, holding the account and developing capabilities. Now moving towards the leadership and management. What is leadership and what is management? As a leader and as a management. Leaders set the vision, think ideas, inspire people, look into the future, shape the culture. Where our managers are those who follow the vision, think execution, drive people's success, work in the present, and endorse the culture. So if we see, leadership is instilling and inspiring vision, whereas in management, instilling good operation processes. And the common things between both is getting important things done. Leadership roles include the achieving goals, set a clear vision, and motivate employees, whereas managerial functions includes the organizing, controlling, and coordinating. Differences between roles and characteristics of leaders and management. Leaders will focus on objectives that are deployed by managers. Managers will develop business objectives for the organization. A leader interacts with the employees. A manager interacts with the leader. A leader works with the team. A manager gives instruction to the groups. Leader implements the ideas of the manager. Managers invent ideas. They focus on employees. They focus on resources. The main responsibility is to inspire employees. Their main function is to develop plans. They motivate workers for performance improvement. They instruct the subordinates to perform better. Leaders can influence employees to give the best outcome. Managers encourages leaders to motivate the employees. So you can say in the leadership, setting direction for org change, align people to vision, inspiring and creativity, behavior and competence. Leadership is transformational, whereas management is planning the budget, structure and staffing, control and problem solving, process and skills. It is transactional. Recent updates. It is one of the documents on CDC website. It's the Initiative for Leadership Enhancement and Development. It is iLead, Building Leadership for Public Health. The Initiative for Leader Enhancement and Development is CDC's systematic coordinated approach to building leadership for public health. The initiative offers a customized curriculum of development courses and offerings such as job rotations, mentoring, action learning projects, and career coaching. Though iLead and CDC employees can access leadership development maps, which recommend progression through leadership activities based on the employee's current level of responsibilities and involvement and leadership. WHO current and future CDC leaders. So whether you are interested in leadership role or currently leading a project or organization, iLead is a desire to offer customized courses and offering within these stage of leaderships. Getting ready for leadership, leading and managing people and team, leading and managing people and program, and leading organization. So how? Through a strong curriculum and support from the senior leaders to build better public health leaders for agencies and mission. Now it's time for the multiple choice questions. Question number 1. What are the 3 most effective ways to identify what needs to change in an organization? Number 1, create mechanisms that help identify deviations from desired results, monitor outcomes and look for conflicts that indicate what needs to change. Listen to concerns of people inside and outside the organization, look for conflicts as clues to what need to change, and look at oneself and the team as reflections.
D.
No, the
D.
correct answer is B. Listen the concerns of people inside and outside the organization. Look for conflicts as clues to what need to change, and look at oneself and the team as reflections of things that need to be changed. Question number 2. Which of the following is the best step a leader can take when employees express concerns about a rumored change within the organization? Reassure implies that everything is going to be all right and that the company upper management is working to develop an effective plan for future. B, invite employees to express their concern and share ideas to help ease the stress and to empower them to work together and contribute towards a shared solution. Minimize discussion about the rumors until a clear plan is ready for implementation. This gives senior managers. Yes, the correct answer is B. Question number 3. The process by which an older and more experienced person helps to socialize and encouraging their organizational colleagues is called evaluating, consulting, mentoring, networking, organizing.
C. Mentoring. C.
Yes, C is the correct answer, mentoring. People who became leaders in any field tend to first stand out by virtue of their interpersonal skills, technical proficiency, emotional intelligence, intercultural competence, and education.
A.
A is the correct answer, interpersonal skills. Which of the following statements concerning the rational and emotional aspects of leadership is false? Leader can use rational techniques or emotional appeal in order to influence followers. Leadership includes action and influence based only on reason and logic. Aroused feelings can be used either positively or negatively. Good leadership involves touching others' feeling.
D.
D. Yes, D is false. In addition to basic managerial functions of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling, leaders are ascribed a strategic and internal role, strategic and external role, procedural and external roles, and procedural and internal roles.
A.
No, it is quite close, but it's strategy and external roles. They have to communicate with the people other than their organization as well. Question 7. Informal relation at private hospital XYZ with help employees in getting advice and boost overall performance of the hospital is called peer leadership network, organizational leadership network, feed policy leadership network, collective leadership network, interpersonal leadership network.
B.
Yes, the correct answer is B, organizational leadership network, because it is related with the hospital. A person is recently posted as the CEO of XYZ district. The staff there is competent. However, they're having some tensions from multiple sources, organization structure, and cultural changes. These factors may present as enabling for leadership, barriers in leadership, act as leader in progress, and competent leader.
B.
Yes, the correct answer is B. Managers regularly take time to talk to salespeople about things that are important to them. Never, rarely, usually, always, occasionally.
B.
D.
No, yes, the correct answer is D. D. Because managers are concerned with their budget and the sales, so they are always, the most important thing is about their sales, so they always talk about them. Which of the following statement best capture the nature of leadership to ensure future success? A leader focus on budgeting, aligning people with shared vision and solving problems. Leader focus on setting directions, aligning people with shared vision and motivating people. Leader focus on motivating people, planning and staffing. Leaders focus on skills and training, focus on communication and budgeting.
B.
Yes, the correct answer is B. This is the key, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sadia. Very nice presentation, especially the leadership, management, administration. All these terms are quite interchangeably being used. However, there are a lot of differences, and as you have highlighted in your presentation, that the correct term has to be used at proper place. Would you please go to your MCQ number 10 and let me know why that correct option is more towards the STEM rather than the other options?
Ma'am, the reason behind the main functions of the leader is giving directions, aligning people with shared vision of the team, basically team making, and then motivating people. Motivation is one of the basic process of function which is done by a leader. So in all other options, the motivation was not there in the options, and in option B it was there. So in my view, it was the most suitable option for this
Okay.
MCQ.
Right. We know that a leader has a very important role in enabling others to polish their leadership qualities. And as we move forward, motivation is one of the key element whenever the task has to be done or the suitable outcome has to be reached. So I appreciate your input in this regard. Thank you very much. As
Thank you,
there
ma'am.
are no comments in the chat box, so we can stop here.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Allah
much.
Hafiz. See you
Allah
next
Hafiz.
time, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank
Allah
you.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.